People who stopped attending their churches. What happened? I was a regular churchgoer for most of my life, as was my wife. We had our kids baptized. They were active in choir. We taught fellow kids Bible study, did volunteer efforts, basically the works. But then my wife was diagnosed with metastatic cancer, and her treatments became very rough and her health deteriorated rapidly. Unfortunately, she wasn't covered under my employer's insurance plan due to her pre-existing health conditions. Up until this point, however, we had been tithing regularly and were giving extra towards the church's new building fund. We had to stop that to make ends meet, but my wife and I still tithed what we could. I remember the senior pastor contacted us and asked why we weren't giving as much, and when I told him, he asked if he and the deacons could do a special prayer session for her health. We showed up to the session, and our jaws just dropped as the pastor kept asking God to heal her. He didn't ask God to heal her for our family, for our kids, or for the community. He asked God to heal her so we could go back to giving more tithe. It was the most emotionally draining and heartbreaking thing I've ever been a part of. I'm positive that session placed so much stress onto my wife that her health worsened, because not even a few weeks later, my wife was given a diagnosis of stage 4 and given only months to live. I have no idea how, but as soon as this happened, our pastor contacted us and asked to come to our home and see us. Against our better judgment, we said yes, and it's during that visit that this wrinkly old sack of poop who deserves to die